at is just hopping into a server and making sure everyone's on the same page mentally.
Definitely. And we are about to go underway. Round number 1, Justus Pro versus CompLexity, CEVO Season 5 Professional Division. This is your week, I believe, 2-1, right? Or is this 2-2? I think it's 2-1.
2-1, yes.
Yes. This is going to be Justus Pro versus CompLexity. Already we're seeing CompLexity working on a nice pick and roll here. One Ivy, one is going to be in the T-Con. Your other 3 are going to be working the B-Halls right now, just trying to see if they can force a rotate out of Justus. And they're pulling one, but 2 players are still stacked up in the CT connector. And there's 1 player. He's going to be trying to work now through the ladder, out the ladder train. They're going to try and see if they can pull that guy. Flash is incoming. Now a Flowsick is able to see that the bomb is going to be going there. Here comes the rotate from CT team. All going to be pushing in, but CompLexity does get a bomb plant. Still no player down. Lots of damage on the board though. Sean Garrett is very low. James Z low. Planks low, and there goes Peter. James Z's down also. CT side struggling, nothing out. Sean Garris is also down now, and we have a battle on our hands, and quickly we have Semphis, Hiko, and Semphis once again getting a 2K apiece to shut that round down, and that is going to be CompLexity on T side getting that first one.
Yeah, that's the momentum that Justus Pro really didn't want CompLexity to get. I would be shocked if they get ecoed or caught off guard with pistols when they have Galils and AKs in their hands. But CompLexity kind of mixed it up that round. It didn't go the standard, most people have armor and then one guy buys nades for the take strat. They had CZs on, I think on 2 or 3 of their players, and just had them kind of spread out around the map, see what they could do some damage. And then once they found their opening on inner, they were able to get all their players out and still had the ammo left in their CZs to really lock in the damage that the CTs just couldn't with the USPs.
And second round is already underway. We have a bomb plant outside, safe behind that one small barrel. And CompLexity is going to be trying to hold this with guns. Here comes the flash push from Semphis. He's going to meet one. Does he get the kill? Yes, he does. And now we're on Nothing, who just got a triple kill. 1 player left alive. JMZ, Hiko is able to take him down. But a big 3K there for Nothing, shooting towards the back lanes into the CT spawn. Doing very well. CompLexity with 2 rounds.
2 rounds in the bank and no rifles lost. So Sean Garris, I guess, is going to hold on to that Galil because why not? They got the bomb plant both rounds, kills on all rounds, and didn't lose any of their players when it was when they needed to, or when they didn't need to, rather. So good for them, keeping their economy intact, keeping the momentum up. I kind of liked how Justus Pro didn't really engage them that round, kind of sat back and looked for picks. Didn't really work out. Unfortunately, they gave CompLexity a little bit too much space, but seems to be working this round, getting aggressive.
The Eco is alive and well here. We see a couple P250s on the board. Now 2 picked up guns. That's going to be Planks and Peter who picked those up. It's a Galil and an AK, but the bomb does get planted inside. So far, all 3 rounds have had bomb plants. 2 of them have had a win for CompLexity. They're doing all they can to not get ecoed right here. Doing well. Hiko and Anger getting kills. Both of them have a 2K on the round. 1 player left alive for the CT side. That's going to be James Z trying to get some guns out of these hands of these terrorists. See if he can drop 1 more. Not able to. James Z and Planks got kills for their team, but nobody else on their team did, and CompLexity takes that 3rd round.
Yeah, that round Justus Pro was able to find that early success getting up in the faces of the CompLexity players around the ladder area, actually pushing and catching them off guard, which seemed to work until CompLexity was able to push off, get the distance inner, and really just work those AKs from a long range. A USP, even the best players almost never going to beat Nothing in it with an AK at full range. So CompLexity locking up the first 3 pistol rounds and looking to take another one.
Oh man, that work right there. Man, that nade's gonna do a little bit of damage. Can he kill Shroud? He's gonna get Shroud, but he gets pushed from Sean Garris, who was actually over there at the in between the 2 trains over at Hell, and now working towards the inside. That nade does a ton of damage to Flowsick. He goes down to 4 HP, no head armor on him, and that's dangerous against these AKs. Well, doesn't really matter actually. I should correct myself there. AKs will just take your face off no matter what. but it does help a little bit with the other guns. And look at Semphis trying to shoot under the train. He sees that CT at the back lanes. That's going to be Peter, JMZ with a nice flank right there on lower, and that's going to give them a 3-2 advantage here as the bomb goes down. Oh my goodness, Peter almost got the shot, makes it collect on the second one, and now we're going to go over to Sean Garrett's last terrorist alive. Can he take down Peter? He's getting pushed from all angles here. They know exactly where he is. He takes one down. He's got to try and get out of there before Peter peeks him. Not able to. Peter gets the peek off, gets the op shot, and that's going to be a 3K for Peter, a 2K for Garris, and that's going to be the first round Justus Pro gets.
Peter pinning those players, ooh, that's a mouthful, but Peter using the op to hold the players into sight and against that hell area was super important for that retake, and pretty much the main reason why that retake happened. I mean, being able to basically, you know, you have all the information on where the players are, and you know they can't move. That's a perfect recipe for having your teammates, or communicating to your teammates and having them converge on their location. So, great retake from them, PTR, using that op really effectively. Interestingly enough, last round CompLexity opted to put the op on Semphis instead of Sean Garris, who is, I guess, slightly more known for picking up the op. But you know, last time we did see them, wow, right through smoke, PTR,
yep.
Not messing around. You know, last time we did see them play, you know, on land, it was Semphis who was strat calling and running the scoped weapon. I thought they would swap it back, you know, when Sean Garris returned, but they were more than happy to keep a rifle in his hand.
Round number 5 is getting underway here. Justus Pro finally won one. CompLexity was on a 3-0 win streak right there, but Justus Pro evened, or didn't even it up, trying to even it up, I should say. 2-round differential currently, and we're going to see CompLexity working the Ivy, easily making their way out. AGM peaks at the last second. Nothing takes him down at the hell, and now we have once again Nothing getting another 2K early on. He is dominating with the multi-frag rounds here, so only one player left alive. JMZ, he's going to be working up from CT. Bomb's going to plant inside. If he gets this peek off, he might be able to catch one of these players. Gets Semphis. They know where he is now. He's going to be getting flanked, though. One of the inside players has just pushed all the way through upper B, and he's going to be working his way into CT spawn. Oh my goodness, but Nothing is an absolute animal outside. 2K for Semphis, 3 kills for Nothing, and 4 rounds for CompLexity.
Yeah, that round really did some damage to Justus Pro's economy. They are going to be forced on a save. There's really no reason why CompLexity should have won that round, especially with Peter getting that opening frag with the op through the smoke. It was really their brute force and just, you know, individual Counter-Strike skill that locked up that round win. I mean, they poured out of Ivy with no nades and just used their rifles super effectively. So, you know, if you got it, might as well use it, and they were able to win the round off that.
That is going to be CompLexity working outside. Semphis picking up all the kills so far, all but one. Can he grab the ace? JMZ is left alive. JMZ is going to try and get Nothing. Takes Nothing down. Semphis is right there on top of him. Can he get the ace? And that will be an ace for Semphis. But those were echoing CTs, and CompLexity moves ahead 5-1.
I think an ace is an ace, right? It's an ace. Who cares? I mean, I guess for people watching the game now, they're gonna view that as a, you know, an eco ace. But when you look back at the scoreboard later, it's just gonna say an ace. So, good on Semphis, my player to watch, following up on the promise that he didn't actually make to me, and fragged heavily. I mean, that round, just CompLexity continuing to do what CompLexity does, keep the pressure up, use the rifles, and you know, Justus Pro had no shot with pistols there.
This is going to be round number 7 going live now. We already have Shroud, Sean Garris, and Nothing picking up kills. 2 versus 2 battle. AGM just gets taken down by Nothing. Now it's going to be a 2 versus 1. Peter, last one left alive. He gets taken out. Nothing with another 2K this round. CompLexity 6-1, and take a peek at that scoreboard. Nothing 11-3. Semphis 11-4. They are doing so much work right now for CompLexity.
Yeah, they're just using their rifles so effectively. I mean, the one round Semphis did have the op. It was, you know, weirdly his worst round, and he's going to be picking up the op again. So, at double ops with Sean Garris. Maybe he can change that. Hopefully he can. But last round, really just, you know, CompLexity going out to start a war. Just running right out mid, using their nades a little bit just to give them that, you know, the space they need to get out, and then just using their AKs effectively, knowing that they're super strong individual talent and making it work for themselves.
This is going to be round number 8 right now. We actually see JMZ with an auto sniper, and then the op from Peter gets beat by the op from Sean Garris. So Sean Garris coming back in place of Deborn, who had to step down from the team. It's doing well so far. He's working very good right now. So not quite up there with nothing, but he's getting frags, and they are winning the game right now by a 5-round differential. AGM putting his stamp on this game, getting a kill right there, taking Sean Garris down. Let's see if CompLexity can win this battle outside. They're fully committed to it now. All 4 players are going there. All 4 players left alive from your CT side are there too. Only JMZ is left alive now. He's got the auto sniper, can't connect a shot, and kills spread out evenly on CompLexity. Only a 2K for AGM, and JMZ used the auto sniper to grab 1. Score is 7-1 now.
That was another round where CompLexity just, you know, look to go outside, find space to work with, and then just use their accuracy to beat Justus Pro. I liked how they have used Semphis' op to creep out of ladder a bunch of times, because he can give support to you know, the players coming out of the mid T connector, either, you know, down on that 3 lane, all the way to the back, checking through cracks, and also to a player coming out of Z. So it's a really effective tactic, and the AKs just followed it up. And right now it's a slaughter inner.
This is going to be an eco round from Justus Pro. Only 2 left alive. That is going to be JMZ and Planks. Both of them are going to be trying to come on the flank. Nothing is right there. Takes down JMZ. Planks, last one left alive with the silenced USP. 1 versus 4 battle here. Not really going to go for the retake. I'm assuming just going to go straight for some exit kills here. Nothing, just fakes his way down the ladder right there. You can see that on the X-ray. Let's see if Planks is able to get a gun into his hands, as his team is definitely going to need that, so he doesn't have to buy. That extra gun would be helpful, and no one is going near him yet. Semphis might be the first one to get kind of close. Here comes Shroud going into the connector, but Semphis is right there. Oh, he's going to see his head. Can he get the kill? Not able to. Shroud was a little too fast with the AK headshot. Takes Planks down, and that's going to be another round for CompLexity on T-side train, 8-1.
Yeah, they're stepping up huge, and really just, I find it hard to be surprised. I mean, they're just CompLexity doing what CompLexity does. I'd like to see Shroud, you know, get in a position where he could pick up some more frags. He's currently sitting at 3-3, you know, keeping that 1-to-1 KD. I mean, he's obviously not doing terribly. I feel like he just hasn't really been in a position to frag yet. It's just been Semphis and nothing getting out there and looking to do all the damage while he's, you know, hanging back and, you know, basically playing the supporting role. Which, you know, obviously there is room for. You need to have a supporting player, a guy who's, you know, making sure he's not going out there and dying for no reason. But, you know, I'd like to see him step up for a round, maybe get out in front and, you know, push nothing to the side and say, hey, it's my turn.
This is going to be round number 10 now. Peter opens it up with a nice op shot right there. Peter not looking towards the ramp. I wonder if there was a breakdown in communication there, as Sean Garris was able to push down, but PTR eventually took him. So now 2 players down for CompLexity, and it's going to be a 3 versus 5. Peter with both kills on CT side Justus Pro. And it looks like we might have a little bit of... No, Bomb is just down the ramp by himself right now, and the CTs are already rotating off of this. That is pretty intense right now. And yes. Are they going to go inner? Let's see if JMZ is right there. He hears the noise, grabs the bomb. One player is already to the side of Pop Dog, and that's going to be Hiko. Can he get the kill on Hiko? Not able to collect the headshot there, and that's going to be a bid to the inside bomb site. That's going to be a plant at B. Let's see if this nade does a ton of damage here. It's going to hit Shroud barely, but does more work to Hiko. Hiko, last one left alive. Let's get over onto him. He's got to try in 1 versus 3. Not able to do it, but they did get a bomb plant. Justus Pro will get around. Score will be 8-2.
That round, CompLexity pretty much got beat because they let themselves get picked early on. I think they're getting a little greedy and a little cocky with their play. You know, they believe in themselves as individual players. They know if they create the space, they can make the frags happen. So when they were working inner, they pretty much just got shut down immediately. They never really got a good chance to get out there and frag. PTR once again did a great job of shutting them down with that op and not letting them go anywhere. And that was what allowed them to win the first round that they won, having PTR pin people with the op, and it allowed them to pick up that round, once again, pinning the players with the op.
Now, we're moving into round 11 here. It's going to be an outside take from CompLexity. Already players into hell. Sean Garris very, very low. Flow sick right there in the face of Shroud. Gets the kill on him. He steps out. Oh my goodness, lined up. Almost got the 3K right there, but Hiko was able to take him down and stop the hemorrhaging at Ivy right there. But now we have Hiko down to 9 HP, and Sean Garris down to 16. Semphis is taken out of the game, and 2 terrorists left alive. Hiko very low, same with Garris, but oh, here comes the flank from Planks. He sees Sean Garris. He's got to get these shots off. Can Sean Garris get some kills before he goes down? He is getting smashed from all angles. AGM finally gets the kill. That's going to be a 2K for Floki. The score will be 8-3 in favor of CompLexity.
That win was really what Justus Pro needed, because it reset their economy and allowed themselves to continue to buy without having the fear of doing the, lose a bunch in a row, win one, then continue to lose after that, because that just devastates your economy. Right now, they're able to buy up AKs, ops, and they'll probably have enough to buy in another round if they do lose. So it is a good start for them, re-regulating their economy. If they lose, they'll be able to rebuy, and if they can continue to win, it'll only help them more as they have some money in the bank.
Round 12 going right now, and it looks like a little bit slower of a play here from CompLexity. Not just going to try and smash their way through Ivy and the connector. Actually, one player is already out. That is going to be your number 6 of Semphis. Oh, he's going to get right in the face of Floki. Eventually gets taken down on the trade by Planks, though. So 1-1 trade here. Going inside now is going to be CompLexity. They feel like they have pulled a rotate to the outside bomb site. Shroud goes down. Justus doing what they can to get some more rounds. And JMZ trying to get the double, but Garris was a little too fast. Sean Garris on the ladder. He pops up. Wow, AGM, he's so very low. You need to get that kill. And he does eventually get it. So Sean Garris off the map. Also, we have Hiko and nothing left alive. Bomb is inside and nothing gets that kill. Can he get a few more? Peter is right in his face. All right, now it's going to be a 1 versus 2 here. Is Hiko going to get it? No, he cannot, as Peter is able to pick him off the map. Oh my goodness. But Planks with the 2K on the round. Peter with the op at the end of that. And Justus Pro grabs a 4th round. Score is going to be 8-4 CompLexity.
That round was Hiko's. That round was
Should
absolutely
have had that flank out of
Hiko's.
the CT connector.
He was flanking for so long, but didn't want to give up his position, shift walking pretty much all the way outside. If he was just a second faster and was able to take down one of the players that was, the standing on the train, the guy he shot at first but was unable to kill, that would have been a completely different round. And just a second off. I love that flank play. The CTs had no idea he was coming at all. He was able to work right in behind him, just about 2 or 3 seconds off from making that an awesome play.
This is going to be round at number 13. One trade has already happened here. We've lost nothing, and Planks is down for his respective team also. It's going to be working outside. Oh, AGM, you're in such a bad spot right there. They know exactly where you are. That nade from Semphis does get the kill. Hiko also gets an AK headshot on Floki. Now we have Peter getting one himself, so it's going to be a 2 versus 3 battle as the bomb goes down at the outside bomb site. Both CTs alive are in the back lanes right now, and we're looking like we should have a gun battle here. Oh, he's going to get the flank off, and that's going to be Shroud who grabs that kill. He's going to get the other one also, and he does with the 2K on the round. Semphis getting 2 also. PTR, only player on CT side to get a kill. He got 2 before he died. Score is going to be 9-4 CompLexity.
Yeah, it looks like Justus Pro should have enough money to rebuy. Yeah, they are going to be buying for it, as they should. PTR just really continues to devastate with that op. He is what's winning them rounds thus far, just being able to keep CompLexity at range and do damage from range before CompLexity can get up close and personal. When he's fragging, they're winning rounds. They need to put him in position where he can get those frags. I think moving him back to Z might not be a terrible idea. I think keeping him by Ivy is just a little too one-dimensional. In the event, like right now, where CompLexity isn't going Ivy, he's going to be pretty much useless for the entire round until he rotates, and by the time he does, it might be too late. So I think moving him to the Z area and having him on the quick rotate where he can help inner or outer with that off might not be a bad idea.
And it looks like CompLexity is going to try and make their way to the inside bomb site. They're going to work their way in there right now. They're going to get some kills. That's going to be a bomb plant. Shroud's going to get that down. 3 versus 4 as the CTs have to try and retake. Oh, Semphis gets a kill. I don't understand how Peter didn't take him down, but Planks is already into the bomb site. It's going to be a 2 versus 2 now. Hiko is down low, and we have Semphis up top. Now we only have Semphis left alive. Going for the plant, or defuse, excuse me, is going to be Planks. Now it's going to be a 1 versus 1 battle. Semphis so very low. He does have the op. Floki knows he's there. Floki makes the jump and gets off of the bomb in time to get the headshot off on Semphis. That will be another round for Justus Pro, and this is going to come down to the wire here. Oh my goodness, no way. About a quarter of a second off. Oh man, I thought he had that perfectly. CompLexity takes that 10-4, last round incoming.
Oh, that was a huge round that they were able to lock up, and really by a lot of luck. There's no reason why they shouldn't have had kits on them. I mean, I feel like we say it every cast, right? Buy a kit. Buy a kit. I mean, I don't know what his money situation looked like. It might be that, you know, he didn't have the money. Someone could have bought for him. He didn't have the money for a kit, and he only earned it in the middle of the round. But man, that hurts to watch.
That was so close. It was unreal. Already we have Peter getting a kill. Floki getting one also. Only 2 players left on your T team. Wow, only 1 left now. That's going to be Hiko just spraying through that smoke. And he gets caught right there by Floki. That'll be a 10-5 half, but not the 10-5 that you would want if you're Justus Pro, as you are coming into the harder side of the map now, with CompLexity already locking down 10 rounds towards their easier side.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see CompLexity just tee off from here. You know, based on how they were playing on their T side, I think the play is just going to translate really well to their CT side. I mean, the main strategy that they did have a few fakes. They did catch Justus Pro off guard. You know, Hiko flanking through Z caught them, or would have caught them pretty off guard if they were able to time that properly. So I wouldn't say it's just been their raw fragging that's carried them through this, but it really has been their main strategy. Just, you know, using the rifles, finding you know, any angle they can, and finding picks just to, you know, start a fight outside. That was their main strategy. It worked really well. I think if they just, you know, obviously you can't try to start a fight with terrorists. You can't go out there and really try to, you know, find them and engage them on TP side if you want to win. But I think the same, you know, principles apply. Just, you know, find a spot where you're safe to pick from, wait for the terrorists to come your way, and outshoot them. And I don't really see this half going any other way than that.
Definitely. This is going to be a hard uphill battle for this guys on Justus Pro to try and get this 10-5 half. And CompLexity looks to try and put a stranglehold on this. And we're about to start second half right now. Pistol round incoming. This will be extremely pivotal here for Justus Pro. If they can take another pistol, they would just be absolutely styling.
Yeah. If they could take another pistol, it would still be tough to make the comeback with guns and then continue the pressure on after that. I think it's an uphill battle, but winning pistol is what they need to do. If they don't win pistol, I'm pretty confident that they're not going to win the game. I think it's just such a massive setback.
So for your score, Justus Pro needs to not win a single round here. For me, they need to get 4. And T-side train against CompLexity is going to be... It's going to be a tough one. It looks like they're going to go outside. They're already down the ladder. Smoke is going to block them. They get out. Nothing is right there on top of them to get those kills. Let's see if Sean Garris can make something happen. Not able to. They will get to the inside bomb site. Fast flank right here. Semphis grabs 1, going for the second. He's got to try and get away. Now Justus has to try and get this bomb in there and do it very, very fast before they lose more players. It's going to be a 3 versus 4. Can they make it a 3 versus 3? It will be 3 versus 3. Planks can't get out of there. So a 2 versus 2 now, as we have Peter getting 1 kill. So Floki and Peter left alive versus Hiko and Shroud, and that's a tough combo to beat right there. 2 versus 2, Shroud and Hiko. That's pretty deadly. Let's see if Shroud can get some kills. Hiko is almost out of the game. Oh my goodness, Floki, you need to connect with those pistol shots. Peter takes down Hiko. Here comes Shroud, making it a 1 versus 1. Who's going to get the clutch off? Will it be Floki? And is he going to get it? Shroud is just going to YOLO up the ladder, and he gets the kill. Timer 2 expired though. Justus Pro will get that pistol round. Score is going to be 10-6.
I'm a little confused as to why Sean Garris got caught off guard so badly when he was in the Z connector. As soon as they saw Planks jump right through that mid-smoke, which is a great strat, by the way. Running through that mid-smoke is a strat we've seen run by, I think it was Savage who we saw use that. And it worked for them too, so clearly it's a good strat. But when Nothing, and I believe it was Semphis, saw the players run right through that smoke, I'm surprised they didn't tell Sean Garris, like, hey, they're coming right behind you right now. I mean, and there was enough time for that communication to have happened. So I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Maybe Sean Garris just thought he had more time. But if Sean Garris was able to fall back or stand his ground and, you know, maybe go 1-for-1 with the trade with the flank, I think they might have been able to win that round. But that That Z death with no revenge really messed them up.
This is going to be round 17. This should be a Justus round unless CompLexity is able to get the eco off here. As you can see, they're not opting to go for the AKs here. Head armor and Galils for the majority of them, except for Peter, who had enough money to get the AK and the head armor. No utility nades, though, like his teammates. They opted to go with the Galils so they could get those utility nades, and they're working very slow here, playing an anti-eco strat. Not just going to rush out and hopefully not get tore completely back by those CC-75 autos, which have made eco rounds so much more prevalent now.
Yes.
Oh, Sempus.
Oh.
That shot. One dig in the building to take AGM's face completely off. And now we have Peter going to push the inside. Bomb is going inside. Let's see if these deagles can do a little bit more work. Sempus and Shroud. Oh, Shroud caught one with the deagle also. So maybe I was wrong. The CZ is not the eco weapon of choice tonight. It will be the deagle. And they're working it well. 2 deagle kills already. Nothing is going to push up with the CZ. Can he get another kill? He's not able to. Will the deagle work one more time for Sempus? No, not able to get that kill off. 2 versus 2 battle now. Plank's last one left alive. Can he get out of there? Not able to get out of there. And I don't believe we have a kit here, but I don't think it should matter. No, it's not going to matter. CompLexity is able to eco here. That's going to be a 2K for Shroud, and that's going to be a 2K on the other side of things with Plank. And good round there. Good light by eco for CompLexity.
Great round. I mean, yeah, you said it before. The CZ has been the weapon of choice for teams, winning eco rounds, getting in the faces of enemies that have guns. But that wasn't the story of that round. It was all about the deagle. Shroud picking up a solid deagle frag, killing a terrorist that was running away, and really Sempus, that sick one dig, that opened up the entire round. A great eco from CompLexity. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see that coming. I thought Justus Pro would be able to use their rifles and keep CompLexity at bay, at least for a few more rounds until they had guns, but CompLexity brought the fight to them.
I fully expected that to be a Justus Pro round as they had the weapon advantage, but it didn't work out that way. Oh my goodness, Hiko just spraying through the smoke, grabs 1 kill. That's going to take Planks down. Now we're going to have a 3 versus 4 here. JMZ, AGM, and Peter. Right there in the spawn, though, is going to be Sean Garris. He will get traded out after he gets a kill on JMZ. So now it'll be a 2 versus 3. Oh, AGM right there. Can he get the kill? Not able to get it right off the bat. Gonna step back out, try and spray. Not gonna make it happen. Now we have Peter left alive. He gets taken down after he takes down Sempus. Nothing will grab that kill and the defuse here. So CompLexity will move ahead. Score will be 12-6. And it looks like CT side is starting to roll for CompLexity.
Yeah, they're definitely starting to hit their momentum right now. I mean, not that they didn't have it before, but now they're starting to get it going on this side. We're gonna see still a round 3 buy up, or excuse me, a round 4 buy up for Justus, despite the fact that they did get eco'd. On those rounds, or on the round when they did get eco'd, they only had Galils and they didn't spend all of their money, which turned out to be smart. But at the time, I was kind of questioning, why wouldn't you want extra flashes if you can afford? The extra flashes and some extra smokes, why wouldn't you want to buy them? But I guess the answer is when they get eco'd, they wanted to be able to afford full guns. That's why.
This is going to be round 19 here. This will be a big round for Justus to try and win. That play right there from Sempus, that was ridiculous. Using the ladder to boost forward and drop in the crouch to get the op shot on the guys looking down the ramp. That was absolutely beautiful how that worked out. That was pretty nutty. But, as I said, round 19, 1 player already down. AGM is off the board for his team, Justus Pro. And they're reeling a little bit here. On the harder side, they really need to get something going. And they're still setting up outside. It looks like they're going to set up for an outside take. They should be set up for smokes right now. Smokes and flashes to get thrown over. Try and work their way through T-Con. They're just waiting. And we might... Oh, this strat might get completely blown up as we have Hiko right there in the corner. And here comes the smokes and flash. Ooh, it might be a fake. They're not actually pushing hard for us. They're just going to walk around and see if they can get somebody to push aggressively to see if it was a fake. And it was Hiko, and he gets caught. So now we're on to a 4 versus 4 here. Fake coming inside. That's going to be your number 1 player, JMZ versus Sean Garris. Let's see. Moving up on top of the pop dog. Sees Sean Garris. Sean Garris knows he's there. JMZ drops down. Garris is ready for him. Who's going to get the kill? It's actually going to go to JMZ. Now we're going to have a 2 versus 2. as the bomb is outside, or excuse me, inside planning. Peter had already rotated there. JMZ is going to be the close one to connector. Uses that flash. He's going to push it. Can he get these kills? Gets both of them as they line up at the end of the round there. 3K for JMZ, and Justus Pro is still alive. Score is still 12-7 though.
I like how they put themselves in a position where they were able to audible and change their strat on the fly when they realized, you know, how the round was breaking down. I like how they waited pretty much for the complexity smokes to dissipate so that they knew when they ran their strat, it would just be their smokes out there. They'd be able to dictate where players could stand, you know, where they'd be able to make the play happen. And when they realized that, you know, the play wasn't exactly going to go the way they wanted it to with their smokes and their flashes, and they knew that Hiko pushed in and saw them, they were just like, all right, we can move the bomb. We have, you know, this space in inner where, you know, JMZ has already, you know, found some success. Let's just rotate the bomb in. And it worked. So, great audible from Justus Pro.
Round 20 is already going. We've lost Semphis early into the round. JMZ was able to take him out as he pushed up the B ramp. And here comes the rest of the players. PTR is going to see Sean Garris, and he's able to get the op shot off as Sean Garris was trying to get the deagle headshot on him. And slow take coming here from Justus Pro. They're probably going to try and rotate this back. Yeah, here comes the rotate back. They have pulled all the CTs inside, and now they realize that they got completely pulled in there. They bit on that a little hard, but they didn't really have a choice as they are ecoing, except for nothing with the M4. There's Peter getting another kill with the op, shooting down the lanes from the ladder train to pick up Shroud as he tried to rotate from CT to those back lanes. Now we have Hiko and nothing left alive, trying to get the 2 versus 5 here. At this point, this is going to be a hard win for them as Hiko just takes a bunch of damage right there. He's going to fall back into CT spawn. Now they're going to try and get some exit kills, drop some guns out of the hands of Justus Pro, maybe try and get one into their hands so they don't have to not everyone has to full buy next round, but it's not looking like any eco is going to happen unless nothing gets out. Now, nothing's not going to get out of there, but he does have a terrorist directly under him. No one's going to push, and they will survive the round, but Justus Pro brings it another round closer. Score is 12-8, complexity.
Unfortunately, I missed it in the beginning of the round. I wonder what it was that got nothing to buy. I wonder if it was just a miscommunication, or he thought everyone was just kind of on the same page, thought everyone was going to be buying, and then, you know, hit his bind, then hit tab and saw that no one else really had money and stopped buying from there. I'm not really sure what that miscommunication was, but it was really smart of him to stay alive that round. Going out there and losing that M4 would have been really detrimental. And here comes the outside take from Justus.
They're going to get 2 kills so far. JMZ grabs both the kills on the round. Oh, Floki in a good position. Can he get the kill? Takes Sean Garris down, but there's going to be one more player trying to rotate through the ladder. Oh, Shroud gets taken down back lanes with the deagle. Now we have Semphis left alive by himself. It's going to be a 1 versus 3 here. Uses that ladder to try and propel himself forward to not get opped. He knows where at least 2 of those terrorists are, judging by the nades that got thrown over the trains by hell. He hears the other guy, and he's going to rotate out with his gun, pick up the M4, save it for another round, and Justus Pro wins one more. Score will be 9-12 at the end of this, and they're slowly creeping up on T-side versus complexity.
Yeah, it looks like AGM might have a standoff with Semphis here, but no, he's not going to peek. I think that's also the right play. Weirdly enough, Justus Pro seems to be figuring out complexity, and a combination between complexity being all over the place with their money and just, you know, being exploited, not hitting the shots when they need to on the Justus Pro players, as you know, led to a bunch of good round wins by Justus Pro. Another thing that has been extremely beneficial to them has been their ability to audible and change the strat on the fly and wait until they find an opening, or if they don't find an opening, adjust. So if Justus can keep that going, they'll be able to bring themselves back into this game, especially with that opening pick.
And what we're seeing here is a lot of different looks from Justus Pro, getting very aggressive this round as they're assuming complexity will be on a save. The gun is still in Hiko's hands, though. That got saved from last round, so it's going to be a 2 versus 4 bomb plant inside. And I can't honestly see them going for this at this point. They should just sit back and try and catch some rotators. They're going to be on a buy this round. Shroud should get a little aggressive here, try and drop some guns if he is able to. He doesn't have armor. Hiko's going to save the rifle one more time. And Shroud still inside, trying to work, try and see if he can get a gun dropped out of the hands of Justus Pro. Force a rebuy. Not going to make it happen, so he's just going to back his way out. Oh, he's close. No, he's fine. doesn't get blown up by the bomb, and Justus Pro moves within 2 rounds now. Score is 12-10.
Within 2 is really good for Justus Pro. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them bring this even closer. I want to see PTR with another AWP in his hands because PTR has just been on fire all game. Looking at the scoreboard, he is currently top fragging for his team, 19 frags and 14 deaths, pretty much running the show for his team with that AWP. So keep that up, PTR. Even though AGM is actually going to be holding it this round, I guess he had the spawn for the mid pick. He wanted to go for it. It might still pay off. I mean, they're all competent shooters, and Sean Garrett's shutting things down on JMZ with that auto sniper.
Definitely, Sean Garrett's working the auto so very well. Round 23, CompLexity trying to stop the hemorrhaging right now, trying to prevent Justus Pro from bringing this even closer. If they win this round, they'll be within 1, which is absolutely ridiculous. Justus Pro doing so good on T-side right now. It's very impressive. CompLexity had a strong T-side themselves, but Justus Pro really putting it together right now. They have 1 player out. JMZ is already down. They've already tried to rotate their way out from inside. They're going to be trying to work down the ladder now and out through T-Con. Let's see if it pays off for them, but we still have 2 players actually in the B bomb site. One is going to be your fast rotate, who's going to go quickly to connector. That should be the auto sniper, but there's going to be 3 CTs outside stacked up, 1 in sight, and then 2 opposite heavens from each other, opposing angles, trying to get that crossfire going, and PTR is going to peek out. He's going to be the first one out the T-Con. His teammate's going to move out behind him. There goes the fire. Shroud drops that, knowing people are coming. Hiko is right above Floki right now, gets the peek off. Floki doesn't even hear the ladder, and Hiko is able to get that kill and essentially shut that down for the time being. Shroud teams up with Garrus to get a kill there. Shroud traded out now. Sean Garrus gets 1. Now we only have AGM left alive. Hiko still up in the heaven, is able to get the AK headshot and stop the rounds from the bleeding that was happening here, and that's going to be 13-10 in favor of CompLexity.
One of the main reasons why they were able to win that round is, well, Sean Garrett was able to pick up a frag without auto sniper. I mean, if you can buy an auto sniper, spend the money on that investment and make it worth your money, that's already a win. But the follow-up scope from Semphis was what allowed CompLexity to keep their distance from Justus Pro. One of the reasons why they had been successful thus far on their takes, especially on inner, is that they would just been, using smokes, getting down, and using the rifles effectively. The AWP and the auto sniper right there are the reason why CompLexity can force Justus Pro away from them.
That is going to be an early 2K for Semphis with the AWP, getting the peaks off. Now only 1 player left alive. That is going to be playing, so they know exactly where he is. He does have the bomb. Here comes the pushes. He grabs 1. He's got to try and get out of there and try and work his way around. He's going to make a sound fake, but no one's really going to bite on it. Nobody's close. There's rotators back. Shroud does have the angle, and he's going to see his feet. He should have saw his feet when he crossed. Can Shroud get the shots off? Does a lot of damage. The auto sniper is right there shooting underneath the train. Shroud, too quick though, takes down Planks. That's going to be 14-10 in favor of CompLexity with a 2K from Semphis.
Early in the game, I mentioned that Shroud was doing decently at the time, but really didn't have a solid opportunity to frag. And I just want to point out that he has definitely made a comeback in the game thus far. Kill death wise, only 16 and 15, but the real kicker there is the fact that he has 7 assists. He's been pretty much all over the map, retaking and doing damage, and allowing the auto snipers and the ops to pick up those assisted kills. And yeah, it just adds up to a lot. Even though it's not flashy like a kill, damage is super important.
Definitely, let's see if they can keep this going. Peter outside grabs 2. Semphis and Sean Garrett left alive. We have an AWP and an auto sniper here, both trying to vie for the end of this round. Sean Garrett is going to get caught as he comes down the ladder. AGM was a little too quick, turned away from the flashbang. Now we have the auto sniper outside, and Peter is using the AWP extremely well right now. 3K. Hiko only 1 on CompLexity to get a kill, and this game is way closer than anyone would have predicted.
Absolutely. Definitely not what I predicted at all. I said, what, 16-5? I guess I need to reconsider what I think of Justus Pro, especially considering their T-side performance. So weirdly enough, they are way more effective on terrorist side train than they were on CT side train, and that's not really something that's typical. You don't see that of a lot of teams, and I guess a lot of that could just be partly because they had to try to stop CompLexity, but they seem to thus far have a good grip on getting in the face of CompLexity and taking terrorist rounds off them. So good for them.
Incoming slow play, round 26. Justus Pro playing very slow right now, trying to work a pick and roll. 2 players near the T-Con, 2 players at the Ivy. 1 player is going to be up in the White Halls. I do believe he's directly above the ladder right now, and just kind of waiting to see if he can get a ladder push. They're definitely going to try and get that early pick and roll and see if they can work off that. JMZ is going to be your above the ladder player. Smoke incoming. CompLexity feels like it's going to be an outside strat. 3 players already close there. They know 1 is at the Ivy. He just fired a couple shots while blind. Semphis is able to take him down with the op, so Planks off the board. This is going to be trying to fight for that 15th round. CompLexity wants it really bad. Justus Pro does not want to give it to him, and still playing extremely slow here. I feel like it's getting a little too slow. Down to 30 seconds now.
Yeah, that might be a little too slow. 30 seconds is cutting it a little close, but last time they ran this delayed strat, it seemed to work for them.
And they're going to be going inside. Bombs coming. They have very little time left on the scoreboard to gunfight here. Sean Garrett and Nothing inside. Both get a kill before Nothing gets traded out. Now we have Floki grabbing that kill. Bomb's going to get planted now. Only Floki left alive. Your number 4 player gets 1. He's got to try in 1 versus 3 right there. Not able to get any more kills. 2K for Floki before he goes down. Semphis with a 2K also with the op. And CompLexity will for sure lock in the 15th round, which is guaranteed overtime if Justus Pro does win out from this point.
Yeah, Justus Pro still has money in the bank left over from all of those consecutive wins, so they are still going to be buying. They're still very much in the game. They just need to find another opening on CompLexity. It seemed like splitting up, trying to find a pick outside and inner at around the same time seemed to be working out for them, and then moving the bomb and moving their play accordingly to what they see. That seemed to work for them, so I wouldn't mind seeing them work that again, but it looks like they have a specific strat in mind. It involves sending 3 players towards Ivy.
And as we were looking at scoreboard right there, you guys would have seen the Semphis bomb right now, the 32, I believe it was, just shutting it down, but Justus doing what they can. Shroud is off the board now, and we have James E just on the hard push now. Back lane's already. He's going to meet a CompLexity player. That's going to be Nothing. Nothing gets 1 kill before he gets traded out. Hiko also gets a kill outside, so it's going to be a 3 versus 3 battle. Auto Sniper, Op, and M4 versus 3 AKs. Planks wins the battle against the Op and gets the kill. Hiko is right there with the spray, gets the kill off. He's going to be getting pushed on the reload. Now we only have Sean Garrett left alive by himself. He's got the Auto Sniper and a CZ-75 auto. Bomb is going to be down on, it looks like it's on top of the T-train right now. No, it was below it. Floki just picked it up. AGM peeks out. They now know Sean Garrett is back lanes. Nade incoming. That does a ton of damage right there to AGM. He's going to try and escape at least enough to not take damage here. Floki gets the bomb down outside. 1 versus 2 battle. Justus Pro cannot let the clutch happen from Sean Garrett. Otherwise, they're out of this 16-11, and they're in a good position to make it happen right now. Sean Garrett's working very, very slow here against an extremely weak AGM, who's going to be the closest one. Above the ladder, though, is going to be Floki. Here comes AGM on the peak. He's going to get up the ladder in time and not get shot in the foot. Man, that was lucky that he made that ladder. Otherwise, he would have got caught in the foot right there, and it would have been a 1 versus 1 with the timer counting. But Justus Pro does pick up another round. Score will be 15-12.
Yeah, I really like that one-on-one move with AGM. He actually had like 2 separate one-on-ones with Sean Garrett there against the Auto Sniper. First time using the smoke to not only zone himself off and keep himself alive for a little bit longer, but also zoning off the plant and allowing Flowstick to get in there and get the bomb down. And then that ladder play was just a slick move. AGM clearly has his mechanics down.
And it's going to be an outside take attempt again, and CompLexity is going to be on the light by here. We see CZ-75 autos and a P250. Nothing grabs a kill. Shroud also gets 1, so that's going to be 2 players down. Here comes the flank. Oh, Sean Garrett just gets caught. Peter in his face. He's going to rotate out with the bomb, go inside. Last 2 CTs left alive. Only 1 now is going to be Nothing outside. He's got to try and pick up a gun. He's completely out of ammo. Trying to grab the AK. Grabs the AK. Here comes the flank, though. Gets 1 kill on Planks with the very last bullets in the gun. AGM once again working that ladder. Nothing will see his head. Can Nothing 1 versus 2 here. Not able to make it happen. He gets a 2K on the round. Peter gets a 2K for his team, and AGM gets a 2K. And just like that, we could be going down to the last rounds of the game.
Yeah, Justus Pro really turning it on for these terrorist rounds. I wasn't sure if Complexity was going to be buying this round, but it seems like they are. They were in a weird in-between stage with their money. They don't exactly have a lot of supplementary nades in their back pocket, so they need to shut down Justus Pro early before it gets to a post-plant situation, especially with Hiko on that shotgun. But, oh man, Sempis just locking it down with the op.
Oh, but Peter doing some opping of his own to catch Hiko before he can get to the ladder. Make this a 3-on-3. Floki's down to 10 HP. Shroud is down to 39, and this could be the round that Complexity needs to win this game. Or it could be Justus Pro, and that is going to be Planks getting a kill right there. Sean Garris is in the CT connector. They know that he's there now. Flash incoming. They just got to try and work this bomb, and they're going to bring the bomb inside one more time. Floki outside low. Planks outside very low on the round 2. Shroud takes him down, and that's going to be Floki off the board. So Semphis with a 2K, Shroud with the kill of his own, bomb plant coming inside, and is that GoTV or is that me?
That's GoTV.
Okay,
You should be good now.
GoTV stutter, we're alright. Bomb gets planted inside. Look at that. Planks is able to rotate through CT all the way through the back lanes. He's going to rotate the hard way around. Semphis did hear him, so they know there's a terrorist there. They're going to try and 2-on-1 Planks to try and get him off the map so they can try and 2v1 the bomb planter. And that smoke gets dropped. Oh, Shroud is going to be pushing. Shroud does get the shot right there on Peter. So now Planks left alive by himself. He's got to try and get over there. He knows that the bomb plant is down. Oh, Semphis gets the kill. 3K for Semphis. Shroud with the 2. And I can't get over there quick enough to get on the bomb. No time left. Justus Pro does win that round because the bomb timer. And my goodness, we are going to last round.
Yeah, this game is a lot closer than I feel like anyone anticipated, and a lot closer than really it should be. I'm not here to point fingers, especially since these are all really great players, but the re-inclusion of Sean Garris is been kind of hit or miss for Complexity thus far in the game. When he had the auto sniper in his hand, he was particularly effective, but he is currently rocking an 11 and 24 KD right now, which is not Sean Garris like, or it doesn't. Sean Garris needs to up that. It shouldn't be Sean Garris like.
We are at 15-14. Sean Garris with a kill. Shroud and nothing also. James Z finally trades out Sean Garris. So it's going to be a 2-1 player left alive. And oh my goodness, he has to clutch this 1 versus 3 now. Grabs the bomb. Can he get out of there safely? He's got the smoke. Oh, nothing catches him through the smoke.
Oh,
and
man.
that is going to do it. Complexity wins it. Last round of the game.